Mr. Bean, The Palace of Bean. Adapted by Fiona Beddle. Published by Scholastic Limited as part of the Popcorn ELT Readers Series. Mr. Bean. Trademark and copyright Tiger Aspect Productions Limited, 2011. All rights reserved.
Track 10.
Meet the people in Mr. Bean. This is Mr. Bean. He lives in London. He likes the Queen. This is the Queen. She lives in London too. This is Teddy. He's Mr. Bean's best friend. This is Brad. He's from the USA, but he's in London for a week. This is Mrs. Wicket. She isn't very nice. Mr. Bean lives in some rooms in her house. This is Mary. She's Mrs. Wicket's friend. Before you read, in this story, people give someone a lot of money. Who are they going to give the money to?
Track 11.
New words. What do these new words mean? Ask your teacher or use your dictionary. Curtain. These curtains are blue. Package.
It's a package for me.
Paint. Jem has some paint. She is painting her room. Palace. This is a palace. Pattern. I like this pattern. Remember. She didn't remember his name. Take photos.
I like taking photos.
Video.
Let's watch a video.
Wall. This is a wall. Verbs. Fall. Fell. Sit. Sat.
Track 12.
The world of Bean. We wanted to know more about Mr. Bean, so we went to his house to ask some questions. Hello, Mr. Bean. What's your first name?
I don't know. Maybe it's Mr.
Oh, is there a Mrs. Bean?
Before I go to bed, I read the phone book. There are about 30 Mrs. Beans in there.
I see. Who's your best friend?
I've got 2 best friends, Teddy and my green Minnie.
What do you like doing in your free time?
I like staying at home.
What do you like doing when you go out?
I like coming home again. Can you go now? I have to make dinner for Teddy.
Oh, OK. Thank you, Mr. Bean.
Track 13.
The Palace of Bean. It was Monday morning. There were 2 packages at Mr. Bean's house.
Great! 2 packages for me. And what's this? Oh, it's for Mrs. Wicket. Here you are, Mrs. Wicket. Now I can open my packages.
Oh, good. Something for me. Mrs. Wicket wasn't happy. They want a lot of money. Mrs. Wicket's money was under her chair. How much have I got in here? Only £1? Oh no, what am I going to do now? Mr. Bean went into his room.
Look, Teddy, the packages are here.
Teddy was on his chair.
Oh, is this my picture of the Queen? Yes, it is. Good morning, Your Majesty. And is this my video of the Queen? Yes, it is. This is very exciting.
Mr. Bean sat down.
Let's watch the video now, Teddy.
The video started.
Today, the Queen is looking at new colours for her walls.
There's this, Your Majesty.
No, it's horrible.
No, I don't like that. What do you think, Teddy?
A lot of people like this, Your Majesty.
Yes, I like it too.
Oh, Your Majesty, that's very nice. Oh, the Queen likes yellow and green walls. Me too. I'm going to start now. It's going to be a lot of work.
Suddenly, Mr. Bean fell.
Oh no! Help!
Crash!
Oh, that's better. No one likes brown walls.
Mr. Bean went to the garden to look for something.
Not that. Not that.
He looked and looked.
Not that. Or that. Or that. Ah!
This is it.
Green paint.
But now Mr. Bean had a problem.
Wait. I can't remember the pattern. I need to watch the video again. The TV is under here. But where? Oh, good. There it is.
Mr. Bean looked at the pattern on the video.
How can I make that green pattern? Oh, I know. Teddy, come with me. Are you okay there, Teddy?
Mr. Bean put Teddy into the paint. Then he painted the wall with Teddy.
That's very good, Teddy. Do you like it, Your Majesty? Me too.
Mr. Bean looked at the picture of the Queen again. She had red curtains.
I want red curtains too. My old curtains are going to be beautiful soon.
Then he did some more work on the room.
Now I need something on my head. I know. This is great.
Mr. Bean was very happy. The room was beautiful.
Track 14.
Mrs. Wicket was with her friend Mary. She needed more money.
How much is in here? Let's see. Bang! That's better. £1. Oh, I need more.
Mrs. Wicket looked out of the window. She saw Mr. Bean.
What's that man doing now?
I'm having a lot of good ideas today. The Queen would like to live here. I'm going into the house now, Teddy. You wait here.
Brad came down the road and stopped at Mr. Bean's house.
Look at that! The Queen's Palace!
Mrs. Wicket wanted Mary's money.
How much is in your bag? But it's my money. I don't want to give it to you. Give it to me, Mary. Now.
Brad came into the room.
Hi! That's a great photo. Thank you.
Brad went into Mr. Bean's room.
The Queen's bedroom. This is exciting.
Mr. Bean was in his chair.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Can I take some photos?
Yes, that's okay.
That's a great bed. The Queen likes red.
Your room wasn't this colour before. What did you do to it, Mr. Bean?
I
can't hear you, Mr. Bean.
Thank you for your time, everyone. Here's something for you. Bye.
Brad went out. Mrs. Wicket didn't see his £5 on the table.
What's that in your hand? I'm going to have that, Mr. Bean.
Now Mrs. Wicket was the Queen. Suddenly Mrs. Wicket saw something.
Oh, look! What's that on the table? £5! The American gave us £5.
Track 15.
Next day, more people came. They all had money. They gave the money to Mary. They wanted to see the Queen's palace.
Oh, thank you very much.
Everyone liked the room. They loved taking photos of Mrs. Wicket. Mrs. Wicket loved sitting in Mr. Bean's chair, but Mr. Bean wasn't happy.
Up and down, up and down.
Oh, it's hot in here. Move it faster, Mr. Bean.
But my arms are tired.
When the people went home, it was very late. There was a lot of money.
How much have we got? Oh, that's a good day's work. Here's £5 for you, Mary. Oh, thank you.
And how much for me?
There isn't any for you, Mr. Bean. I need this money.
I want some money too.
Oh, OK. Take that.
£1. Only £1. This isn't funny. I want more money.
More? You can't have more. I'm the Queen here.
Track 16.
That night, Mr. Bean watched more of his video.
The yellow and green is OK, but have you got anything nicer?
What?
Yes. This is beautiful. I want this.
OK, Your Majesty. No. What am I going to do?
Mr. Bean went into the garden.
Ah, here it is.
Next day,
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, it's horrible.
Mrs. Wicket went into the room.
Good morning, Mrs. Wicket.
Oh, no. Where are the yellow and green walls, Mr. Bean? Where are the red curtains?
I don't want them, but I want this, Mrs. Wicket.
And we want our money.
Oh, that's better. It's quiet now, and brown is a very nice colour.
Mrs. Wicket wasn't happy.
Don't go. Please, don't go. Oh, no!
Crash! The end.
Track 17.
Real world. The British Queen. Mr. Bean likes the Queen. Let's find out more about her. Who is she?
Queen Elizabeth II. She was born in 1926 and became Queen in 1952. She made her first speech to the children of the UK when she was 14 years old.
Where does she live?
At Buckingham Palace in London. The palace is 300 years old. If there is a flag on the palace, the Queen is at home. The Queen also has a palace in Scotland, Holyrood House, and a lot more houses too.
Wow! Is she very rich?
Yes, she is. But she isn't the richest woman in Britain. J.K. Rowling, the writer of Harry Potter, is richer than the Queen.
Has she got any children?
Yes, she has got 4 children. The oldest is Prince Charles. When the Queen dies, Charles becomes king. Charles's oldest child is Prince William.
Do you know any more places with a king or queen?
Track 18.
Chant. 1. Listen and read. It's Mr. Bean.
Who is this? It's Mr. Bean. He paints his room so it's yellow and green. His curtains, bed, and chair are red. This is the Queen's room, people said. They want to take photos, they give him money. But now the room's brown. That's not funny.
2. Say the chant.
Who is this? It's Mr. Bean.
He paints his room so it's yellow and green.
His curtains, bed, and chair are red.
This is the Queen's room, people said.
They want to take photos. They give him money.
But now the room's brown.
That's not funny.